days since I uploaded. I need to make a YouTube video. I can make it. I can make one. Ooh, y'all saw the budget on the intro? Kinda went up, right? So I learned that I could mess around with the Microsoft paintbrushes with how big and small they were. And I also learned that there were different types of brushes that I could use. Anyways, today's video is going to be me doing Grandmaster solo because I have no friends to do it with, and Ningfei is my only leveled character that I can't use. Alright, quick character build. We're running Delphi Pulfo, the crossbow, fully maxed out relic abilities, artifacts the best that they can be, at least my best. And we're of course running a T6 Ningfei because I put blood, sweat, and tears into this man. Future me here real quick. I'm not gonna lie, I was recording this yesterday, but I low-key felt so sick that I had to stop. But we're gonna go ahead and make this 2 times as long as my normal videos. Normal being 8 minutes, so this should be around 16 to 18 minutes. I hope y'all enjoy.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Alright, so this strike is gonna be the pit, which really is not catered to this guy at all, but you know, it's whatever. Ningfei runs in any content, am I right? So while doing this, I learned that they're no longer spread Shinkas from 2 days ago, and now they're precision Shinkas. I didn't know that they changed, so while doing this, actually, you know what, you'll see what happens to me. Alright, so here we pull out our Sparrow, and the game plan is to bum rush them. This is still before I realize that they're piercing Shinkas, by the way. I need you all to take a look at this before I embarrass myself during this run. Please let me know which one is easier, because I know which one I'd pick. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and ram the basic enemies, you know, try to get 500 points real quick. So I noticed the first guy is solo, and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe I'll deal with that after I take care of the guy who takes increased damage, right, in the back. So I switched to my built-in piercing weapon, and I try to shred this Shinka, right? Ref, he blew me up! Like, what do I do? You know what? Just because I died to him, y'all are gonna have to wait and sit here with me. So, like, y'all have a good lunch? I'm just kidding. I never actually make y'all wait. Come on now. Alright, that was a quick reality check, but I swear I lock in after that. I lock in. Watch this. So instead of shooting it out in the open like a dum-dum, I hide behind a wall. You know, just barely so I can peek over it and shred it. So I decided to ult the Shinka out of pure frustration of, you know, kind of getting diffed. Big skill issue on my part, but ultimately I should have probably ulted the solar shield because that would have been a lot faster for me. Also because I'm running a build that's catered towards my crossbow damage more than my super damage. But basically I would have shredded that thing in 2 seconds, and now we're just going to deal with the captain, and then from this it's just moving forward. I bet y'all can't guess what I'm about to do right here. Alright, let's be honest. How many people thought I was going to pull up a Microsoft Paint image? Yeah, I know there's a handful of you, but no, it's a transition. Come on, I'm trying to learn transitions. Alright, I apologize. I promise there will be a paint image here soon. Anyways, I learned my lesson, and instead of trying to run past these enemies, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to take care of them and try to get some heavy ammo for the next section, because that's really important for me. This game just doesn't give me heavy ammo, alright? It just doesn't, Alright, moving on. In this next section, there's going to be a heavy shank with a void shield and 2 precision shinkas. Whoa, Microsoft Paint! So I decided to get rid of 1 precision shinka first, and then the heavy shank, and then the next precision shinka. Now it's time to execute this plan. Also, having to do this by myself took a long time, so to be honest, I'm going to speed this up for y'all and have background music. You enjoy this segment. Actually, one more thing, I'm going to include timestamps that shows how long it took me to get rid of each enemy. Now enjoy.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI.
Non-sped up time was 2 minutes 16 seconds. All things considered, that isn't really a bad time for this. Now we just clear up the rest of the elites, and that should be it for this section. While I start running here again, I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. So I heard about the new Sparrow Racing event, right? And then I saw a screenshot of the rewards on Discord. Bro, I'm sorry, but this is a whole nothing burger. You know what this reminds me of? Even if the rewards are a bit bummy, we take them where we can get them, right? But that was just my first thought when seeing that image. Alright, I had to cut like 30 seconds there so I could go enjoy my like Chick-fil-A sandwich, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, y'all know what y'all deserve? Whoa, is that a subscribe button with a like button and the bell in the back? We hit 1.4k subscribers while I was gone and sick, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough. Like, holy moly, this is crazy. Genuinely, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe and like and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. We're now on the road to 2,000 and for me to activate Windows. Let's get this, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the video. For this first wave of enemies, a rapid fire Shinka spawns with 4 Tracer Shanks as backup. Since the elite enemies actually hurt, I decided to get rid of them first and then deal with the rapid fire Shinka after. But while doing this, the servitor rapid fire Shinka decided, you know, let's make these guys immune. Let me make him not do damage. Genuinely, you have to see this for yourself. Watch this. The Shinka started playing Hall of Fame defense, and that started to make me sweat. Like, why is he actually playing good defense and playing with his team? Like, you're not supposed to do that. That's not how it works. Just because he played with his team, we gotta get rid of him now. And after you defeat him, he calls his big brother in for help. I want to know, we're entering this section with negative heavy ammo. And kablammy. So just like in the second section, there's 2 precision Shinkas and a big enemy in the middle. So I go about it the same way. I take care of 1 precision Shinka, then take care of the big enemy, and then finally get rid of the final one. Only issue is that, again, I have no ammo. I need more bullets! So I try my best to find ammo by getting rid of some of the elite and base enemies here. So I'm going to speed this section up because without heavy ammo, it takes me a long time to finish this section. Again, I'm going to include timestamps for when I finish off the precision Shinkas and the big servitor in the middle. Honestly, this room ended up taking under 2 minutes. That was pretty fast for me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna jump cut us to the section that takes me the least amount of time during this run. This is probably my most fun section entirely out of everything I've done. Honestly, you can ignore the rapid fire Shinka entirely and go to the servitor and marksman in the back, because once they're gone, the orb spawns and you can grab it. Now once you get this orb, you can traverse underneath the rapid fire Shinka, entirely ignoring it. Once you successfully ignore the rapid fire Shinka, the goal is to not get murked while putting in the orb. It has happened to me countless times, I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully I didn't have to deal with that this run. I could successfully put in the orb without too much trouble, and then now we just repeat the same thing on the right side. I swear to y'all, outside of recording, when I tried this the other day, these Shinkas wanted me gone. Like, they were shredding me no matter what I did. Like, I don't know what their AI was on, but like, dude, they were moving like John Wick.
Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Alright, but after that, we're going to put this orb in and then finally get to the final section, the boss fight. Also, if you notice, I actually almost got killed right there while putting in that orb. It would have been tragic. But the game plan is to pump a lot of damage into him and murder him. Now, as Ningfei, you could Loki slam down here, but I wanted to save my slam so I could get as much damage as possible with the corrupt debuff on the boss. So that's why you see me not do the funny stuff and save it here. Whoa. Do y'all see that? What is that right there? Alright, the game plan is make him explode. So here I noticed that I don't have heavy ammo, so I tried to get rid of some of the base enemies, hoping that they would drop some for me. Unfortunately, I don't get very lucky again until later on, so I switched from destroying the base enemies to doing some damage to the boss. I noticed throughout this, I'm consistently out of heavy ammo since it's what I rely on to do DPS, and it is just not good for this point. So I hide from the big beam because I don't want my abilities to be erased. I noticed that there's some extra enemies underneath the boss, so I decided to get rid of them, and then this happened. We actually got a heavy drop on the floor, so I can actually start doing some real DPS to this thing. I dodged the beam one more time, and after this, it's my DPS phase. Watch this. Let's play in the locked in music real quick. Why is he charging up this attack for so long? I swear I pumped one damage rotation and I healed him. I did negative damage. Alright, but in all seriousness, we lock in. I still have 21 crossbow shots left. I'm waiting for a clone to come back so I can get maximum damage from this. Well, apparently I'm not waiting for a clone since I just used it. Bro, what is this guy in the recording doing, bruh? I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, I'm pretty sure I'm just waiting for another heavy brick so I have more heavy ammo to work on rather than just 21 bullets. Call me a little Einstein, because after this shank goes down, look at what's on the floor. That's a heavy brick. Now I have 63 bullets to work on instead of the 21. And finally, with this excess amount of ammo, we finally get it down to the second phase. Alright, while we wait for the animation to play out, I got a genuine question for y'all. So more often than not, I'm actually trying to play the game to like keep up with everything, and sometimes that causes me to not upload very much. So I was wondering if y'all would be interested in seeing some live streams potentially. As for what the content will be for the live streams, it'd honestly probably be me trying to speedrun some events and get a faster time on the leaderboard. Or if you think MS Paint Boy should stick to MS Paints, let me know, alright? I'm really interested in what y'all have to say. Alright, are y'all ready to get these last 2 HP bars down? Because I am. I'm ready to diff this guy. So I tried to slam him to corrupt him, but you know, he's in the sky, so I don't know why I thought that'd work. But you know, I can hope. A person can hope, right? I'm going to be a big brain right here. I pop a clone to the right to distract him so I can pump some DPS. He dodges some of my shots. I lock back in on him, and then I notice that I only have 6 bullets left in my heavy ammo. So again, we're going to play the waiting game where we destroy the elite and base enemies in hopes of a heavy drop. To be entirely honest, I don't get a heavy drop for the next 30 seconds, so, you know, enjoy this TikTok.
$100,000, but for 24 hours, all ants are trying to kill you. If you survive 24 hours, you will be awarded $100,000. Every ant in the world is seeking you out and trying to kill you via suffocation. You can hide anywhere you want, and you're given 3,000...
Alright, go away TikTok, we're about to get our heavy ammo. Alright, with this heavy ammo drop, we're gonna actually be able to get the boss down to its final phase. I just have to wait for this beam to go away, and then I can finally DPS him. And for once, he doesn't TP. The damage I can finally do is massive. I say massive, but honestly, I'm just tickling this guy. So you know what? Well, we magically got more heavy ammo. I honestly don't know where that came from, but oh, thank goodness, now we can do more damage. And we finally get him down to his 3rd phase. Guess what? Wow, boom! At the start of the 3rd phase, he turned into a spider where he has multiple servitors protecting him, so we have to get rid of those first. And for this section, for the first time, I do not have to rely on my crossbow to do damage because the Del 5 can actually destroy these small servitors really well. Like, watch these damage numbers go actually insane. Look at this, 11,000 consistently, and that's without proccing my abilities. What's it with the abilities? 24k? Holy moly. But after we get rid of these, we're going to be able to focus on the boss again. So I jump cut us a little bit forward, and I just got to talk to y'all about something real quick. Yesterday, I was chilling, and then I got a random Discord notification from one of my best friends, right? He sent me this image. Why am I getting Honkai Star Rail ads on my videos when I'm not even monetized yet? Like, I didn't even know I could get ads. Like, y'all have been having to watch ads throughout my videos. I didn't even know that they were a thing. Like, I was not informed of this. I'm about to go to the head of YouTube and have a talk with them real quick. Hey, stop that, YouTube.
No.
So, they told me no? Like, what do you mean no? Anyways, we get this last servitor down and we can finally start doing boss damage again. You know what that means? Boss music, cue up. Let's get this done. Do not try this at home. Do not try this at home. This takes so much time. Go on the official Discord and look for LFGs or find your friends. Please do not do this solo. It takes so much time. Also, let's see what I got out of my treasure chest. Let's see what I get. What do I get? I get a whole 1 exotic mod. Alright, so here the timer is about to pop up to see how long it took me on the top left about now. It took me 16 minutes 49 seconds. That's not even my best. My best is 16:33 and I'm pretty sure that's with people. So I just wanted to try out a longer form video for y'all since I know I've been gone for like a long time now. Almost a week at this point of me editing and finishing this up. But seriously, thank you all for watching and this is the hint for my next video on what I'm going to do. You all have a good day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.